Today I'm going to teach you all about how to enchant your items so that they can become more powerful, why you would want to enchant your items, and how the easiest way to go about doing it is, the math behind enchanting your items, and all that fun stuff. So first off, let me tell you why you would want to enchant your items rather than just buy them already enchanted, okay? So, equipped, I have a Cursed Staff, Cook, Robe, Hunter Hood, Soldier Boots, and Adept Shield. They all are 4.1, which means they are level 1 enchanted right here. You can see this little diamond on them. They all have 1 diamond. And then in my inventory, I have the same exact gear, maybe a little bit different quality, actually higher quality than what I'm wearing, okay, but I also have a stack of runes here. Now, if we look at the mouse, if we mouse over the tooltip, my equipment that I have equipped is worth 22,040 silver. However, the equipment in my inventory is worth only 16,161, okay? So what that means, and this is the exact same thing, these runes will enchant all of these to 4.1 and basically raise the value of your gear to 22,000, okay? So why would you want to enchant your gear? Well, first off, the reason why that you would want to enchant them is because if you're very low on money and you're willing to take maybe 30 extra seconds of work, you can save yourself quite a lot of silver, especially over a long period of time. And runes right now are a little expensive because it is prime time on the servers. So if you're playing during off hours, runes are actually even cheaper than what I'm showing you, okay? So here's how to enchant, okay? You go to any main city and you will see a building called the Artifact Foundry. It's right here. Looks just like this. It's the big hammer smashing the circle, okay? You just click on it, and on this left side you'll have 4 tabs. Click the one with the sparkly sword icon, okay, enchant equipment, drop your runes here, okay? So, here's how enchanting works, okay? Your weapon, a one-handed weapon, will cost 144 runes to enchant, okay? For 4.2 and 4.3, you will need souls and relics, but it's the same thing, it just costs more, alright? So, 144 runes to enchant this, you click enchant, and then, ta-da, it's done. We now have a 4.1. Alright, and offhand costs 48. Alright, so there we go. We're going to go ahead and enchant that now. If you're curious how much a two-handed weapon costs, it is the cost of a one-hand and an offhand, which is 192 runes. It's the same cost, so you're not being cheaper by using a two-handed weapon, okay? So we're going to go ahead and enchant, and if you want to know how I'm putting it over here, you could drag it over. I just hold shift and click and left click. I don't know what it is for cell phones. 96 for armors, 48 for boot, and 48 for helmets, okay? So your total is 384 runes, souls, or relics to enchant a full set of gear. So now you can see what I'm wearing is, well, okay, minus the mount. Okay, it was what, 22,000 silver when I last moused over it, but now my inventory is worth 21,000, up from 16,000. So what this means is that if I wanted to make some easy profit, which if you need silver, hey, this is one way to do it. You can buy out sets of armor and then enchant them all and then relist them for sale. Alright, that's something you can totally do. In this case, I use this set for black zone ganking, so I'm just going to go put them in my chest. But that's pretty much it on how to enchant and why you want to enchant. You will have to do the math, though, to see if it is cheaper or more reliable to enchant or not. Whereas in this case, normally the reason why 4.1 gear is cheaper to enchant than it is to just straight up buy it is because of laziness. Because here's what happens, okay? Let's say I'm in the black zone portal, I just died, I just got ganked by like 20 dudes, okay? So I gotta re-gear. I go up here to the marketplace, I click this loadouts button, I click Cursed Staff loadout, search it up, and then I just click buy and equip. And then what that does is that buys my 4.1 already for me. Buys the mule, the potion, all that stuff, and then I ride out into battle and die over and over and over again, which you can clearly see here. Look, there's my set that I died in. You can see I do this a lot, okay? And this is where the laziness comes in. If I were to enchant this gear manually every time I died, it would eat up a lot of my time. So me being a wealthy player, I don't bother to enchant my gear. And you, as a maybe wealthy player or a proactive player, maybe a poor player, doesn't matter what kind of player you are, you can take advantage of that by you can take advantage of my laziness by enchanting the gear and relisting it. Or if you just want to save as much money as you can, you would manually enchant it yourself. So with that said, guys, this is a little short one. This is how to enchant. It's the same way for all different tiers. Instead of a tier 4 rune, you would use tier 5 runes, tier 6 runes for tier 6 gear, so on and so forth. And for point 2 and point 3, you need souls and relics. It's the same exact thing. And now, I will say sometimes enchanting your gear can be way more expensive, and I'll show that method real quick too, okay? I'm not actually going to enchant 8.3 gear, but if you were to, if you wanted an 8.3 weapon, your best bet is to go buy it, okay? Say, look here, this 8.3 Hand of Core, okay? This is a great axe, okay? It is worth 4.1 million on the market right now. Well, if I were to actually go and buy 192 runes, which is how much it would take, or I'm sorry, 192 relics of tier 8 relics. Let's just go look real quick. 192 tier 8 relics. How much that would be? It's most likely going to be more expensive than that entire weapon. And the reason is because it can be used on anything and not just, well, the great axe. So real quick, let's go to relic. We're going to type relic, and then we're going to go to tier 8, and we're going to do a buy order, and we're going to type 192 of these bad boys. You can see it's 10 million at 57,000, which is the lowest listed here. If they had 192 listed, it would cost me, well, 11.1 million just to enchant an 8.2 axe to 8.3, okay? That's you can't go from 8.0 to 8.3. You have to go runes, relics, runes, souls, relics, in that order, okay? You can't just skip. You can't have a flat 8 and enchant it with 8.3. You gotta go 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, okay? So let's see, rune. So if I were going to do the same thing for runes, and I need 192 of these bad boys, okay? Even at the cheapest listed price, that would be 710,000 for 8.1. Okay, and then souls, I'm going to do 192 of those bad boys at 14,693. That's 2.8 million. So it would cost me almost 14 million to craft an 8.3, or I can just buy Hand of Core enchantment 8.3 for 3.2 million right now. Like, there's no reason to ever enchant your own tier 8 items. Just buy them, okay? But in the terms of the flat 4s, maybe the flat 5s, possibly tier 6 ones, it really, you gotta check the math, man. You have to look at the math and the numbers to see if it's worth doing. And most of the time in tier 4 it is, because, like I explained, players like me are lazy. We just want to buy our set and run out into the black zone and die over and over and over again. Alright, with that said, guys, I'm Soul Benji. Thanks for watching. This has been how to enchant your items in Albion Online. Thanks for hanging out with me. A little short one today, I know, I'm sorry. But if this video helped you out, click the thanks button down below, leave a monetary donation. You can share this video around if anyone ever asks, how do you enchant? Well, you can show them this video, and thank you so much. Videos every day on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss tomorrow's video. If you want to become a channel member, it's $5 a month. I got private, more personal videos on there. One of those is how to be a YouTuber. I've got another one on how to really speed clear corrupted dungeons with a very hard to beat PvP set. It's pretty cool stuff. That's $5 a month. Become a channel member. It's like being subbed on Twitch, but it's on YouTube, so it's way better. Thank you so much. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Make sure you're subbed so you don't miss out. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Take care. Mwah.